Hi everyone, happy December 1st! So I will be sharing with you today my December TBR and a book haul. But first we're going to start with a book haul because a lot of my TBR is on this book haul. So I don't want to show you my TBR and then just kind of like show you the books. So I went to McKay's recently, which is a place in, they have them, like I don't know, the only ones I know of are the ones in Tennessee. I don't know if there are any more anywhere else. Basically it's like a used bookstore and I've shared a couple of times about them before on here. But they're just like a used bookstore. They have like games and everything and like electronics and board games and stuff like that. But I will show you a couple things I picked up from there first. And then I will show you the things I got otherwise. Okay. So the first thing I picked up was Macbeth. It's just a Shakespeare novel. It's one of my friend's favorite Shakespeare novels, so that's why I picked this one up. This one I picked up Macbeth, and this was 90 cents, so it's super cheap there. And then I got Julius Caesar, which is personally my favorite Shakespeare poem, story, whatever they're called. I don't really know. And I picked this one up even though I already have a copy, but I'm trying to collect these editions, so that's why I picked this one up. And then the last one I got was Othello, because this is one of my other favorites. I read both of these in high school and fell in love with them. I do not like Romeo and Juliet though. I don't think it's really good, but I kind of need to reread it because it was my first one and I just wasn't into it in high school. And then I picked up Night World, which is by the author of The Vampire Diaries. I don't know if it's like this in the same universe or what, but I've heard good things about this, so I wanted to pick it up because it just looks really good and I love a vampire story. But it's like 3 stories in one. I think it's like 3 stories or it's like 3 parts. It says Secret Vampire, Daughters of Darkness, and Spellbinder. And in it, it's like the text is huge, by the way. I have not looked inside of it, but like the text is huge for the page and like the margins are pretty big. So even though this is like a chonker of a book, like look at that, it's not going to take much time to get through. And then I'm collecting this series Gossip Girl because I read the first one earlier this year and just fell in love with it. And what I can't get right now from thrift stores, I'm currently getting from Libby. I'm on the 4th one right now, but I have Here Is Nothing Can Keep Us Together and All I Want Is Everything. I don't know the order of these, but Gossip Girl is an amazing like young adult story. And I think the last one I picked up from McKay's was Royal Holiday. I actually messed up because I didn't know this was a 4th one in the series, but I think it's like every other romance kind of series. It's like where it follows like somebody from different, like the first one and the second one and the third one, and this is the 4th one. And I think they're connected, but they're not, like I could read them out of order, but I hate doing that, so I'm gonna put this one on hold until I can get the first 3. But if I don't like the first one, then I'll probably just give this one back to McKay's. It's just a romance. I have no idea what it's about. Okay, so going on with more Christmas inspired things. This one I'm really looking forward to. It's the Christmas Cafe. This, I will tell you what some of the Christmas ones are about later because I'm going to tell you my TBR. The Christmas Cafe, it's a new release. I think it came out in either October or November. But yeah, so I think that it's just like a little cafe. I love Christmas cafe stuff. I have a cat cafe Christmas, and it's like the cutest story, so I just wanted to pick up another book about a Christmas cafe because I just love like food and Christmas, and it's just so cozy. And then we have the Matzo Ball, which is not Christmas, but it is for Hanukkah, so I'm gonna read the Matzo Ball, which is just about Hanukkah, and it just seems really cute and cozy. It's also a romance. And then one that I hear about so often is One Day in December. I'm not telling you who these are by. I'm sorry, but I will tell you for the holiday ones later. One Day in December by Josie Silver. It just seems really cute. This one is a Reese's Book Club from Reese Witherspoon. I don't know if you can see that, but I've heard like amazing things about this, and it's like one of the best selling like Christmas ones every year for One Day in December, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And then the last one is the 12 Dates of Christmas. It just seems really cozy and more, I've heard that it's more of like a cozy Christmas instead of like going deeper into more like traumatic things and like going through your traumas and stuff. It's more just cozy and just adorable, so I'm really looking forward to this one because it will definitely help me relax for the holidays because the holidays will be difficult for me this year. I mean, nothing bad happened, but my mom's not gonna be here because she moved, so I just kind of want like a cozy read. And then, okay, the last book we have. Are you ready? I have never read this book, but I've always wanted to own this edition, and I fell in love with it within like the first 19 chapters, but I never finished it because I don't know, I just never picked it back up because I wanted to read it physical, but I don't want to mess this up. But Moby Dick or the Whale by Herman Melville. This is the most gorgeous cover, and the spine is adorable. In the back, it just waves, but I don't know if you know what Moby Dick is about. I don't really know either. It's about this guy trying to find a whale, and he like goes whale hunting basically. But ooh, and look at they're like, it's kind of like the holographic, is that what you call it? Like where it moves, like you move it and like you can see it move. It feels kind of like that, but it's like a fabric. And then my wonderful husband wrote me a note in it, but I don't want to show it to you because it's kind of personal. But I mean, it's not really that personal, but he, but yeah, I'm really excited about this because I've always wanted to read this book, and I feel like it's going to be one of my favorite books, honestly. Like I'm just so excited for it. But yeah, this one was thrifted. This is for our anniversary. So those are all the books that I have hauled recently. All of these were from a thrift store or from my husband, who also got it secondhand. I usually get my books secondhand. My cat's here. Say hello. Hello. Hello, people. He's purring. He loves it. He's so excited to be here. Look at him. Look at him. He's so cute. His name's Silver. I think I have it. Here are all the books I recently hauled. That is what I got recently. But now on to my December TBR. Okay, so these are not all the books I want to read for December, but these are just the highlight of things that I want to read because they're all like kind of like cozy and Christmassy, or at least just cozy. But the first one is The Santa Suit by Mary Kay Andrews. This is about a woman. She's newly divorced and she buys a house and she goes up to the attic to like clean it out because they left a lot of stuff there. And she finds this old Santa suit and a note inside asking it's from a little girl who had one Christmas wish, and that was for her father to return home from the war. So Ivy, who is the main character, decides to go on a mission to find who was this little girl and did the man come home for Christmas. And it says that she might find more than she ever thought possible: a welcoming town, a family reunited, a mystery solved, and a second chance at love. And I'm kind of into the whole like divorced finding new love. Like it's really nice because people kind of get grumpy after they're divorced, and it's nice to find people with second chances at love. And the second one is The Christmas Cafe by Eliza Evans. This one is about a woman called Sylvie, and she works at a Christmas cafe in Wyoming. And she finds out that the cafe might be, well, she doesn't own it, but she works there. And she finds out that the cafe might be sold. So she tries to get the Holiday Channel to come down and film a scene at the cafe because like they're filming like a story or like a movie or something. I don't really know. It doesn't really specify here. She gets them all together, and a goat farmer comes from down the road, and I'm guessing that he's a love interest. I don't know, or like the lead actor. I don't know, but she has to save the cafe. That was like her dying wish for this Christmas. She has to save this cafe. So that's what she's gonna do, and I hope she does. The third book is The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. This one is about a 34-year-old Kate Turner, and she's just kind of tired of dating. For the 23 days until Christmas, she has 12 dates with 12 different men. It's just her dating 12 different men during the Christmas time, because doesn't that sound lovely? Like, it's just so cozy. And this is what I was telling you about, that is just more down to earth and a little less intense, I guess. So I'm really excited about this one. Okay, so this one is called One Day in December by Josie Silver. And this woman doesn't believe in love at first sight, but then she meets a man in December at the bus stop, and their eyes meet, and then the bus drives away. And she's trying to find this man for an entire year. Like, she's searching for this guy because it was love at first sight. But she thinks, oh, well, we're never gonna be reunited. But they reunite at a Christmas party when her best friend Sarah giddily introduces her to her new boyfriend. It's Jack, the man from the bus. It would be. So this one sounds really nice. 2 people, 10 chances, one forgettable love story. I don't know what the 10 chances are, but this one sounds really good because I love second chance romances, even though this is technically not a second chance because they never got together in the first place. I believe in love at first sight, so I mean, it can happen. So the next book is The Matzo Ball by Jean Meltzer. This is about Rachel, who is a Jewish girl, and she writes Christmas novels. She loves Christmas. But then her publisher decides she wants to have her write a Hanukkah romance. She's like, Hanukkah's not magical, it's not merry, it's not Christmas. But she doesn't want to lose her contract, so she tries to find her muse at the matzo ball, even if it means working with her summer camp archenemy, Jacob Greenberg. And they haven't seen each other since they were kids, but they decided to get along, and she kind of, something might be there. So yeah, but this is just like a nice little Hanukkah romance, but it's nice to see another holiday story world because a lot, like, it's overrun with Christmas novels, and it's always nice to see another religion being shown for the holidays. And then the last one we have is, oh boy, what a shocker, Legends and Lattes. It is like the coziest book I've heard. Like, this is like the coziest book. This is about Viv the orc, who decides that she doesn't want to fight anymore. She is done battling and everything, so she decides to open up a cozy little cafe and sell coffee and cookies and nice little treats. And it's just her story about how she decides to run her own little cafe. It just says a novel of high fantasy and low stakes, but I just love it because it just seems like super cozy and nice for either fall or Christmas time, because it's just about like food and a cafe, which, like I just said earlier, I love like cozy stories about cafes. So this is what I'm going to be reading for what I know for December. I don't know all of it, but I will be sharing my reading on Instagram, so if you want to check it out there. It's also Homestyle Reads here, and my TikTok is there too, Homestyle Reads. And if you made it this far, please leave a snowflake emoji down below and tell me what book you're really looking forward to for reading this holiday season. And if you don't celebrate the holidays, then just in December. It can be any book. It doesn't have to be a cozy Christmas book. It can be any book that you're looking forward to reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!